Okay, so now that that's all done, we can close down our connection editor, and we just want to see, we want to check one thing, and this is a very important thing that's easily missed by most riggers, and that is just to check the gimbal rotation on this foot. Now, as IK controls, it's common that the IK, the feet, will walk around in a circle, and you might turn to his left and start chatting to someone over here. And it's very important that we don't start hitting gimbal lock now. Let's have a look at this in gimbal rotation. So I'm holding down the E key and then clicking and holding, and then we're going to go to gimbal. So here we can kind of go, oh, what's going on here? We're sort of hitting gimbal halfway. So by default, these rotations of this main control is set up incorrectly. So what we want to do is just hit Control A. That can kind of bring up our attribute editor. Go into our transform node, that's where we find our rotation order. And we really want this y-axis to be the parent, so just for everything else to move, the other two axes to move with it. How do we do that? Well, we want that y to be the parent. Now that means in this rotation order, it's the last value, because we're always reading backwards with rotation order, if you're thinking about it in the parent hierarchy. So let's go try this y, x, z. So we can try y, x, z. Now when we rotate halfway, we see we're not hitting gimbal. Everything is kind of cool. Next thing we really want is, it's common for the foot to like tap up and down like this sort of thing, like he's tapping his foot to some music or something. And we want that to be the next axis, so we just definitely want to check that the x-axis is the second one reading backwards, which it is. And last of all, we're going to have the roll, which is the one that we use the least, and that is the last value. So that's all correct now, ready to go. There could have been, we could have used this one, which is the second one, but the roll value is not last there, it's second. So this is the sort of the best, the correct gimbal order to set that up in, and I can just zero that out to get it back to the center again. And we've now set up the gimbal rotation order on this control.